So the question is, how can we pass data from child component to parent component? So in React, React doesn't allow us to pass data from child component to its parent component. In React, the data flow is top to bottom, from the parent component to the child component, then to the grandchild component, and later on it goes from top to bottom way. And like, just the question says, like, is there any way, or how can we pass data from child component to parent component? So there is a way by which we can pass data from child component to parent component, and that way is called lifting the state up. It's a concept where I'll give it to you with an example. Like, assume this is the parent component and it is having two children. This is children 1 and this is children 2. So here the thing is, if children A is having a state, and that state should impact child 2 as well. Child 2 as well. Child A's state should impact child 2 as well. So there is no connection between both of them. The only connection way is the child should connect it to the parent, and the parent will tell the child number 2. So how can we do that? This is an inverse way of data flow, because in React, a child cannot communicate with the parent. A parent can pass down its props to the child, but a child cannot give it to the parent. So this is not how React works. So how can we do that? So in lifting the state up, we try to do that the state is itself passed to the parent component. The state is itself passed to the parent component, and when the state is here, then with the help of a function, this with the help of a function that is also that is with the help of this function, or as props, we are invoking the function that is here. And from here, from the child component, we are changing the state from here, we are setting the state from here, and that function is being invoked there, which is setting the state which is in the parent component. Now the parent component when the state is changed, the parent component renders, and both of the child components are being the data is passed in as props, and both of the child components are getting that data. So basically, the point here is that we cannot pass data from a junior component to its senior component, or from a child component to parent component, but there is a way to do it. And this concept is lifting the state up, that we are providing the necessary things to its parent, and then that parent is doing our work to invoke or to update those things which are needed to work at the component number 2, or the child component. So this is the concept of lifting the state up, which we can use to pass data from a child component to its parent component.